Hey guys, it's Chad. I'm doing my first ever toy review video. I'm going to be reviewing these bagged 3.5-inch My Little Ponies. They are the brushable figures, and they are available at most retail stores. I've heard you can get them at Walmart, Target, Kmart, and even some of the toy stores like Toys R Us. I got mine at Target. My local Walmart did not have them, so I could only find them at Target right now. They were $2.99 each, so they're a little less expensive than the original ponies. These ponies in my Target were not in the toy section. They were actually up by the registers, kind of up where the chapstick and candy and stuff like that is. But when I saw that they had these, I specifically looked for these. I got really excited because they had a couple of my favorite ponies, which is Lily Blossom and Lyra Heartstrings. So they were actually the last one of each of these that I was able to get there. Because they were less expensive, I wanted to compare them to the originals to kind of see what the differences are, you know, why they're a little less expensive and everything, and just see what, you know, what's the same, what's different and everything. So I went ahead and already opened them. I cut open the bag so that it's a little easier to get to, but I've got the original Lily Blossom here I was going to compare. So I'm going to start from the most obvious and then kind of go around to all the details I've noticed. So first things first is the hair. Now, on Lily Blossom, she has two different shades of yellow. She has a lighter yellow and a darker yellow, but on the bagged version, she only has the darker yellow. So that's a very noticeable difference. The other thing, once I got them out of the package, this particular Lily Blossom's hair is much more silky and smooth compared to the bagged version. The bagged version doesn't feel bad or anything. It's just when you have them side by side, you can tell a noticeable difference in the material that they used. The next most obvious difference is going to be their eyes. Now, if you look closely on the original has a little bit more detail in the highlighting and the shading of the color of the iris. The iris goes from a darker color to a lighter color, and on the bagged version, it stays at a solid color. It's also missing some of the highlighting details in the eye itself. So the next thing was the cutie mark. For Lily Blossom, it's the same exact cutie mark, except it is a mirror image. It is flipped. It's on the same side, but the, you know, it literally is the exact same cutie mark. They didn't really change anything. They just did a mirror image. On the bagged version, in person, the colors are a little bit more bold. They look a little softer on the original. I don't know if it's coming up on the video or not, but in person, it's very noticeable. Another thing is the skin of the ponies themselves. On the bagged version is a little bit more shiny, and on the original is a little more matte. The other thing that I noticed is when you put them up next to each other, the bagged version is slightly taller, only by a little bit, but it's mainly the face. The face itself is a little bit higher, and her nose is a little bit more upturned for the bagged version. And on the original, it's just a little bit more turned downwards and a little more rounded off. So that was the other difference that I noticed. So, but between these, they feel about the same weight, and you know, the material itself feels very, very similar, other than the hair feeling slightly different. It's noticeable, but it's very similar. So there's not a huge difference between these. These would be a nice, I guess, a little bit more cost-effective gift for a little child who is maybe just going to play with them and won't be collecting it as much. And I'd say, you know, they're worth adding to your collection, definitely, if you just want to collect them to have them as part of your collection. But they're just, you know, there's not as much attention to detail. That's really what the main difference is that I'm noticing. These are also a lot more cost-effective if you make custom ponies. So if you're going to be doing rerouting, repainting, stuff like that, these molds are much less expensive. So it's probably a better idea to go with these ones as opposed to the originals. It'll just save you a little bit more money on materials. So that was Lily Blossom. So now I want to look at Lyra. I did already open the bag, just a little easier to get her out. They come with a little plastic mold down here to hold their legs. I'm going to take that out so she'll stand up. And they have, their hair is all tied to their hooves with rubber bands to keep it in place. So I've got another Lyra here, the original. So most of the things I'm noticing are the same of the differences between them. The eyes are the same difference between the two. You've got the less detail, a little bit more detailed. The skin on the bagged version is a little bit more shiny. The bagged version, once again, is a little bit taller and has a slightly more upturned nose. The cutie mark is exactly the same on this one. Once again, the color is also slightly a little bit more bold, but same exact cutie mark. It is on a... Oh, it's on the different side, though. I noticed it's not on the same side for the bagged version. They did put it on her other flank. Oh, and the color in her hair. They have both colors for Lyra. They did both of the colors because she has white and mint green in her hair, and they did not skip that for this particular model. And, you know, this is actually better quality hair, too. It's the same hair. The feel of it is the same. On the Lily Blossom, there was a very noticeable difference in the texture of hair between the two. But for Lyra, it's actually, it feels like it's the same. So, yeah, so that's a little surprising. Overall, they're definitely a great buy. They're a great toy to have, you know, for kids to play with. I'm probably going to be getting more of the set to give to my niece to play because she loves her ponies. And they're just a little less expensive, so it's going to save me a little bit. But the only differences really are just going to be that attention to detail. Other than that, they are very, very similar. They're almost the same thing. They're just a new line or a new series, I guess, is how you can look at it. Anyway, this video is getting to be a little bit longer than I initially planned for it, but if you like my review video, if you would like to see more review videos, make sure you give a thumbs up, and or also leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you would like me to see, or what you would like to see me review. Also, if you want to see my videos, I have all kinds of different kinds of videos, so check out my channel. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see any of my new videos. You know, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.